What's going on, guys? It's Micah with Clear Creek RVs. Got another great RV for you guys today. This one is going to be a reflection from Grand Design. This is their full-blown reflection. This is a 2024 model, and it's the 337 RLS, which is a rear living unit. So we're going to take a look at the outside, and then we'll go ahead and wrap around and take a look at the inside. I will mention here just briefly, the highlight of the full-blown reflections is going to be livability. If you're looking for something to full-time live in, these are going to be an excellent option. If I pan over to the left here, you'll actually see the 150 series with the gray front cap, and then the 100 series there with the white. Those are excellent options as well, but if you're full-timing and you need the full-size amenities and just sort of the best that reflection has to offer, this is going to be that. And then just quickly too, the front cap here you'll notice is a bit of a different design from, for example, that one. This started with the 2024s. I will explain a little bit more about that when we get inside. But we'll just kind of table that for now. If we peek inside the front area here, sort of the front storage where we keep all of the brains of the unit, if you will. You got your battery there, your battery disconnect, your solar disconnect, and your solar charge controller. Actually, this unit, you can see here, I had a jump pack ready to hook it up so that we could get some lights on inside. I didn't need it because there's a solar panel on the roof that's been pulling power from the sun and keeping the battery charged. So I was able to just click the battery disconnect on, and now we've got plenty of power, and the battery was showing full charge inside. So you can click off that solar option if you want to. That's mostly for storage purposes. And then of course you can click off the battery disconnect if you want to stop drawing power from your battery. I believe it's still going to pull power for your CO2 detector inside. But other than that, it may pull something for the fridge as well. But most of your power from your battery will be shut off when you disconnect that. So, okay, big old pass-through storage here. As is the case with most of the reflections, a lot of cargo space. You've got your one-touch auto leveling system here. This is pretty standard. If you guys have been RVing for a while, you're probably familiar with that. You can basically just push this button here and then stand back and watch the magic happen. Okay, this is new, the tire link system here. This is actually on these reflections, these full-blown reflections, it's going to be a banded TPMS system. So rather than plugging in the stems on the outside, it's banded, so it's already on the wheel itself. And that will actually give you both temperature readout as well as tire pressure, which is huge because if you start running out of lube and you've got gears on gears creating heat, that can prevent you from having a blowout, because you'll start to see that temperature rising on your monitor, and then you'll know, or I believe you can still get an app on your phone to run it that way. So really helpful if you're doing a lot of traveling. Docking station, pretty standard for the reflections. You have all three of your tanks here, both of your gray and your black. There's just one dump station, okay? So they've routed it all to the one, which makes it super easy. You're not climbing under any slides to get to those levers. Got your black tank flush, your hookup right here, which of course you can route down through there, and that way you can close up your baggage doors, which there is heat that comes into the storage area here. So temperature controlled, right? You got your outdoor shower with hot and cold water, and then of course your guide if you need to winterize, or if you're out dry camping or something, just make sure the nozzles are all clicked appropriately where they go. So moving on, you do have your Furrion tankless water heaters on these. These are going to be 60,000 BTUs of heat, which will keep you with plenty of hot water. And then of course a 50 amp power connection right there. 2 ACs when we go inside, 115K in the main and 13.5 in the bedroom. Your vent out for your furnace there, it's worth noting, especially here in West Texas, dirt daubers, mud daubers, they love the smell of propane, and they'll often go crawling in there and build a nest. And when they do, that will block that heat from flowing out of there or venting out of there properly, and it can cook your furnace, and that is not a cheap fix. So if you get a chance, get some bug screens and hook them on the outside of that. That'll save you in the long run. The tires, you've got Goodyear Endurance tires. These are not tires that are gonna blow out on your way out from the dealership, as is the case with a lot of the manufacturers that'll cheap out on it. So keep that in mind. Also, the red drums that you see there, that's the new anti-lock braking system that they have on their reflections. So if you're in a colder climate, we get about 2 weeks of winter here in Texas. But if you're in a colder climate, you're worried about ice, or if you get a lot of rain maybe somewhere, again, not here, but maybe somewhere, that's going to be a huge, huge deal. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, you've got your receiver hitch, which is rated for 3,000 pounds of towing. You've got your 4-pin right next to it for your brake lights. Of course, if you're putting an accessory, that'll just be 300-pound accessory. Ladder for access to the roof here. Prep for a backup camera, which is very useful. I explained the backup camera to a lot of people this way. It only takes one mistake to, bust in the back end of your camper, and that's a very costly fix. So if you're traveling a lot, I would go ahead and spend the money to get the backup camera. A lot of folks have said they have a manual backup camera. They'll send their kid or their wife or husband out, so that works as well. But if you're concerned or if you're traveling a lot, I would absolutely get a backup camera there. So 2 awnings on this one. You've actually got 1 awning on the slide, which is excellent. This 337 is the most popular floor plan that Grand Design has. A lot of couples elect to go for this unit. So you got your solid step entry. This is kind of the new handrail system, which hopefully I can kind of show you guys this. This is very, very simple to set up and drop down just like that. There is a pin you can hook in the bottom to keep it from kind of moving while you're on the road. But real easy to open and close there. So we're gonna go to the inside of the unit here, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this door. Whoops. Actually, it's worth mentioning, this one doesn't have the magnet, it actually has the latch on it. So won't go anywhere, that's for sure. We're gonna go ahead and come inside, and I'll show you guys the inside of the unit. I'll close up that door. So right as you look in here to the left, again, rear living unit, so you've got your recliners, your couch, your dinette, big old 12-volt refrigerator. And then just right here, you've got your coffee bar. Or that's kind of what most people use it for, or call it as a coffee bar. A lot of storage. You do have the TravelFi Wi-Fi on these units, so that's already a router, and you've got your antenna. So that is going to connect to whatever cell service in the area is the strongest. So rather than, getting it through a certain provider and then you travel somewhere and all of a sudden you don't have reception, no, you're always going to have reception. Whatever reception in the area is the strongest. There's a bunch of different plans for that as far as data goes and pricing, but it's included in the booklet here. So I think it goes up to about like $150 a month or something like that. Somewhere close to that. I'll have to double check. But here's your dinette. Now there's storage everywhere. I often get compliments for Grand Design because they've got storage and everything. You got storage in your ottoman there, which you can just slide out real easily. You got storage underneath the seat of your chair, which I think is super cool. Storage you can see on either side of the couch. That is a tri-fold couch, so that'll fold out. Storage up top. So of course your recliner's facing your TV. Your fireplace is electric and will put out 5,000 BTUs of heat. So sometimes that's free heat. The parks often will throw in the electric for free. JBL speakers, which is really nice. A welcome upgrade. I'm a big music guy, so anytime we've got nice speakers, like I know the Solitudes and the Momentums will have the Rockford Fosgate. Big fan of those as well. So nice big kitchen storage there in the pantry. Bigger oven than before, and 3-burner on top to give you a little bit more space. A lot of times they're a little more crammed together, so this is a welcome change for the Reflections. Again, nice big microwave. Great for if you're full-time, and sometimes the smaller oven or the smaller microwave is good for camping, mostly because you don't use it. But if you're living in the thing or traveling in it a good majority of the time, you want a big old fridge, big old oven, microwave, so on and so forth. It's nice to have the better amenities. So now this is a 12-volt refrigerator. So this is going to run off of your battery, and as I mentioned while we were outside, your battery is going to be getting charged by the sun because you have a solar panel on your roof. So keep that in mind. That's going to help you a ton, especially if you want a boondock, to keep that battery charged and keep that refrigerator running. You won't ever have to pull the food out of the refrigerator. A lot of storage here in the bathroom. They always have real deep storage in the bathroom for towels and things like that. So, medicine cabinet here. And then the obligatory step into the shower. I do like the showers on these because they use just the one fiberglass piece, and then hopefully y'all can see this right here where we have the seat. Let me just zoom into it just in case y'all can't see that there. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But yeah, I'm 6'2". I have to crouch a little bit in here, not much. The little extra recess from this light helps, but this isn't terrible. I kind of slouch anyways when I'm standing. So 6'2", and I'm pretty close to the roof there. If you're a couple inches shorter, you probably won't even have to squat. But still an excellent shower. A lot of space, of course, even if the height is a little tight for me personally. I would not be bothered by that shower. That's just me. That's because I kind of have to duck in pretty much everywhere that I go. So, okay, king size bed. A lot of good storage under it. Of course, we have a bed slide here in the bedroom, which is awesome. So it opens up the bedroom space, makes it a little bit more cozy. Somewhere that you can stay in. A lot of times the bedroom's so small, you just want to hang out in the living room, which is normal. But on this one, you don't have to do that because you got plenty of space. Okay, I mentioned on the outside the front cap, they've actually made this entire front area bigger than on the previous models, the 23s and before. So there's no lip right there. I mean, I can walk straight into the closet if I want to. And you got a lot of hanging storage, of course, storage up top right there. And then they've also done it, this is kind of how the Solitudes have been, where this space here you can use for washer dryer connections. So you can see on that left side there, you've got your hookup. So you could put a stackable washer and dryer in here. These lift right off, by the way, these shelves. So, oops, kind of caught it there. There we go. But if you don't want the washer and dryer, then you can just use that as extra hanging storage and extra closet space. But yeah, on these new models, it's a lot more spacious. So you got a bigger closet and space for washer and dryer. So, okay, I think that about covers it. If y'all have any questions, let us know. Let me do one final pan down here. This is the Grand Design Reflection 337 RLS. This is a 2024 model. If y'all have any questions, like I say, let us know in the comments. Leave a comment on YouTube if you're watching on there, or Facebook. And then if you're watching on the website, feel free to give us a call. You can ask for me. My name is Micah. And hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll see y'all on the next video.